Hi. Hello, my friends. How is everybody? I hope everybody's great. Hola. Hi. We are in English, just in case you guys, I know tomorrow will be in español. We are setting here our amazing Daniel, Carolina, hello, hola, hi, YouTube. ¿Cómo se ve? How is it? How, I think it looks dark in YouTube. Daniel, how is the lighting? How is how does it look? Hola, Wendy. Hello, good afternoon, Christina. Okay, Bonnie. Good afternoon, everybody. YouTube, we are in YouTube, we are in TikTok, and we are in Instagram, and we are doing live. Looks amazing. And yeah, in Instagram and in TikTok looks amazing. I want to know how is in the YouTube. Because YouTube, we do YouTube because we want to take the video and we want to save it. So let me send a hello here. See somebody reply from YouTube. Okay, so many things to talk about. Mainly, I want to talk about why resistant training is important for everybody. People have misconception about lifting weights, and the misconceptions have to do with whether you have to take supplements or whether you have to look like a man or whether your physique is gonna change. Erica, hello. Erica, how is it looking? Is it looking good, Erica? Okay, so there are a few points that in today's blog I want to talk about at least 3 or 4 points about why resistant training is important for your health. Number one, uh, lifting weight or training with weight is something that is good for everybody. This is not only good for people who are competitors or people who are competing in lifting weight or with powerlifting or bodybuilding. Lifting weight is going to be good for your longevity because I don't know if you know that your muscles are responsible for your longevity. Your longevity depends on your muscle mass. And you can see normally without you going into Googling or researching, you can see what happens as we age. As we age, we start losing mobility, we start losing our balance, start losing our strength, we start losing our resistance, our endurance. So all these qualities that we had as when we were younger, then why do we start losing those abilities? We start losing those abilities because we start losing our muscle mass. Your muscle is the organ of longevity. Your organ of longevity is your muscle. Remember, what you have your heart is an organ. Your kidneys organs, your stomach, the digestive system is an organs in that system. So what is the organ for longevity? The organ for longevity is your muscles. So the reason that you start falling and you don't have balance and you start aging so fast and the skin starts flying all over the place is because, not because of your age, it's because as you age, you stop doing all the things that you used to do as a younger person. And I don't understand why. I don't understand why. If I always love swimming, why I will have to stop swimming as I get older. So your muscle, your organ of longevity is your muscle. So you need to start lifting weight. And you're not gonna lift weight to be a bodybuilder. And you don't have, you're gonna lift weight or do resistant workout because you want to have a sense of independence, a sense of balance, a sense of strength, a sense of you can still work and be a provider for you and yourself and your family and all the good stuff. So resistance training is essential for everyone. For everyone, not only for people who want to be bodybuilders or for athletes or for people who powerlift. So I want that to have very clear. I want you to get that very clear that resistance training is essential for everyone. Why? Convince me that resistance training is good for me. Let's start with number one. Number one, resistance training enhances your strength. You have more strength. Resistance training enhances your power. You don't not only have physical power, but you also increase your mental power. You feel strong. And once you feel strong, you are unstoppable. Resistance training increases the quality of your muscle mass. Resistance training will increase the quality of your muscle mass. So your muscle, you will, as you do your resistance training, your muscle, we have that energy. We have that, when you work out and you send that energy, you send that feeling to your muscle. Your muscle feel that the difference. Your muscle feel like a challenge, basically. Resistance training also will, this is key here. Resistance training will protect you from physical disability. That is amazing. And it's like we see it, but we don't assimilate it. We see it, but we don't digest it. We see it, you think, oh no, that's not going to happen to me. When you see somebody, a person, and that person is 60 years old or 70 years old, and that person has physical disability, that person is walking with a cane, with a walker, or in a wheelchair. You see people in the store, in a wheelchair, and then you look at them and they kind of young person. It's a young person. It's not like a person is 150 or something like that. So it will protect, when you do resistance training, it will protect for you to have physical disability. If you don't want to be or to have physical disability later on in life, you better start taking care of your muscle mass now. Your resistance training will prevent you from falling. People think that they fall because they old. No, you're not falling because you old. That person didn't fail because that person is old. That person failed because that person doesn't have any endurance, no muscle. You don't have muscle mass. You're gonna fail because you don't have strength. What holds you up? What holds you up is your muscle. Get it in your head once and for all. What holds me up is my muscles. So if I don't want to fall, number one, I have to keep increasing or maintaining my muscle mass. And of course, preventing you from falling, even death, because sometimes people fall and can be deadly. So muscle mass will prevent you from physical disability, will prevent you from falling and even death. It will protect you for being having a sense of imbalance. So those are some of the qualities that or the benefits that you will gain from taking the time to make resistance training a part of your daily activities. I said daily, not deadly. Daily, because I train every day. There's people that say, oh, no, you didn't do. Anyway, I don't care what people say. I do workout every day. I do something. I might not lift every single day. Maybe one day a week I don't lift, but I do something every single day. That something might be just a brisk walk, but I never spend the day without doing some workout. Okay, so we have resistance training enhances your strength, enhances your power, and the quality of your muscle mass. Another thing is resistance training help reduce body fat and visceral belly fat. Repeat, resistance training helps you to reduce body fat and visceral belly fat. I get that question all the time. How do I reduce the fat in my belly? How? Well, one of the ways to reduce the fat in your belly, number one, what you're eating. And number two, resistance training. Because resistance training might not change how much you weigh. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But resistance training will shape your body. You might weigh more because as you practice weightlifting or resistance training, when you practice that, your muscle mass is going to increase. So as your muscle mass increases, your weight is going to be up, but your body fat is going to go down. Therefore, the shape of your body will change. So people have it backwards. So if you want to reduce the belly fat, then you need to start doing some resistance training. It can radically change the shape of your body. This is just what I said. How you look. Of course, it changes the shape of your body. It's going to change the way you look and the way you feel and the way your clothes fit. Your clothes is going to fit better. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel awesome. You're going to feel fabulous. You're going to feel unstoppable. Only by practicing this amazing, or not practicing, but by cultivating, by working the organ of longevity, which is your muscle. And we have neglected our muscles forever. We never think about our muscles. Have you ever thought about your muscles? No, we don't think about muscle. We think, well, we age, so I fall down. Well, we age, well, no. Well, no, it has nothing to do with that. Now, this is a good point here. Resistance training helps decrease belly fat, we just said that, which is associated with metabolic syndrome and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So when you I'm going to read it again. Resistance training helps decrease belly fat, which is associated with metabolic syndrome and increases the risk of type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease. So this is amazing because the new studies that are coming out are showing that when you work on your and the organ of the muscle mass, or you work on your muscle mass, then you are going to be preventing illnesses such as cancer. Heart, we never heard about that before. That your muscles will prevent being getting diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's. I heard before about Alzheimer's. I know Alzheimer's and lifting weight and training and exercising is amazing for your brain. But now there's new research that indicates that it will prevent many, many other illnesses. And it makes sense to me. You know why? Because your muscles, okay, and the old days when I went to school, the definition of muscle was your muscle is the system of locomotion. So your muscle were just for locomotion, to move, okay, to move. So now has changed. Now your muscles are not only for you to do locomotion or for you to move, your muscles, they are producers of hormones. They balance your hormones. They increases your hormones. They help your hormones. They produce them. And that is just mind-boggling to me. And you can see the people who have good muscle mass, people who train, you see how younger they look? The person can be 100 years old, but the person looks younger. Why? Because the hormones are being more in harmony, more in balance. Another good point about increasing your muscle mass, maintaining your muscle mass, and training the organ of longevity, which is your muscles, is it will resist metabolic rate and prevent age-associated fat gain. So when this is what, and you know this for a fact, that when you work out when you lift weight, your muscle doesn't stop burning calories when you left the gym. The muscle keeps burning calories probably for another 12, 24 hours. So what happens increases your metabolic rate. Isn't that amazing? Because you're burning calories. So obviously, if you're burning calories, you're gonna maintain your weight or decrease your weight, which the increase of the metabolic rate, when your metabolic rate increases, then it will prevent you from gaining fat because you're burning instead. And that is because that fat is always associated with what? With age. Almost everything is associated with age. But my philosophy is it's not the age factor, it's the lifestyle factor. It's your lifestyle. If you change your lifestyle, your menopause symptoms will be minimum, your longevity will be awesome, your strength, your energy, your power, your mood, everything will be amazing. You will be this type of person that always on the go and always feeling excited. I'm the person who always continue to have goals and dreams. And you have, when you feel like that, when you feel that energy, when you feel powerful, you have new goals, you have dreams, you have things that you want to achieve. You feel that you are new every single day because we are. Okay. Let's see another benefit of lifting weight. Resistance training can help the HDL and reduce triglycerides. So it's going to improve resistance training, will improve your blood pressure. What happens when people have high blood pressure? Hey, I'm not your doctor. I'm not a medical doctor. I have a PhD in adult development. Let me make that clear. I am not a medical doctor. But the first thing that when people have high blood pressure, immediately they put a medication and they stop moving. And I think the opposite. Remember, I'm not a medical doctor. This is my opinion. If you start walking, and I see it with many, many people, your blood pressure will decrease. It's the lack of movement. Exercise is the best medication that you can take. Exercise doesn't cost you more than a pair of shoes. You can create a gym in your home with bottles and cans and bricks. You can do amazing things. Taking a walk every single day is the most amazing activity that you can do every single day. Let me tell you one of the latest researches that I saw. Remember that they always said that when people, I know I don't have lipstick in my teeth. People, when they asked, when people were dying, they would say that people said when they were dying, I wish I would spend more time with my family. Guess what? The paradigm has changed because when the people are sick, when people are ill, when people are in pain, the years in pain is more than the years they were healthy. So the research says that what people are saying now, instead of saying, I wish I would spend more time with my family, people are saying, I wish I would have taken better care of myself. Today, when people are dying, instead of saying, I wish I would spend more time with my family, people are saying, I wish I would have taken better care of myself. And it makes sense. To me, all that makes sense. Okay, I don't think it's more to say. I think that says it all. Because when you take the responsibility to take good care of yourself, I believe I want to die healthy. I want to die healthy. I tell my family, I don't want tubes, I don't want medication, I don't want anything. If I don't take anything now, I don't take pills, I don't take vitamins, but no vitamins. My vitamin C is in my tea. Um, so anyway, let's look at one more, and we can go. Resistant training this is a great one. This is a great one. Resistant training can increase bone mineral density. Most people believe, remember, I'm not a medical doctor, it's based on my education and my life experience, okay? Most people believe that if you have a bone problem, taking calcium is going to solve it. No, that doesn't work that way. One of the best ways to improve your bone density is, guess what? Exercise. The best way to increase your bone density is exercising. And I don't have it handy, but I do a test besides the in-body test. And many of you have seen my in-body test, in which I show how I increase my muscle mass. I have another test that I do with my other coach, in which it shows your bone density. My bone density is one of the best in the average population in the world. Mine is up there. All green. Why do I have, I'm 77 years old. Why do I have the bone density of amazing? Why? Because I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. That's why. Because I exercise and I train every day for vitality and balance. So if you want to improve your bone density, start exercising. Start exercising. Um, Somebody is amazing. Start exercising. You want to increase your bone density, start exercising. Because to the calcium thing, you have to take a special combination of calcium for that to work. Okay. But I believe exercising and good nutrition, that's the key for me. Okay. My opinion. Resistance training can help boost your mood. Absolutely. When you go to the gym, well, I go to the gym happy. And I get out of the gym hysterically happy. I go to the gym happy, and when I come out, I'm hysterically happy. Why? Number one, because my happy hormones are being stimulated. If you're doing something for yourself, you look at yourself in the mirror and you like what you see. You have self-respect because you did it, you made it. You are the promises you made to yourself, you fulfill those promises. You when you go to the gym, you make yourself pretty. You don't go to the gym like a raggedy Ann. I go to the gym pretty. Why? Because the gym has mirrors. So when I look at myself in the mirror at the gym, I like what I see. I like that image. I like because that image encourages me to continue to be better. So you make yourself the best that you can look that day, and then of course that image is gonna keep increasing because you wanna get better and better and better. And every time that you go to the gym, you see yourself that you look better, better and better. That's simple, amazing. You have to do it. You have to do it. I just was reading, and somebody replying to. Uh, Somebody said that the reason I look like this is because it's genetic. I don't believe in that. And if you read my book number one, remember my books, everybody. My books are in Amazon. So in this book, somebody saying that this is book number one. Let me just review. Number one, number two, book number three, book number four, and book number five. And then somebody, and this is the thing, that when you want to find excuses, when you want excuses that you assume that I look like this, or somebody else that is doing the work I'm doing look great, is because genetic has nothing to do with genetic. Stop fooling yourself. And I have a great example in my first book about genetics, okay? Let me see at the time, okay? When I was in college, quick story, which some of you know that story, okay? But for the new people, okay, if you don't know, here we go. I was in college in Venezuela. And at that time, at that time in my life, I was into track and field. Track and field. I was a runner, 100 meters, 200 meters, 50 meters. So I was part of the team of the university, of the college. I was part of the team, the national team. We competed nationally. So it was very important because this is a national team. So there was another girl who was part of the team. Her name is Marianela. I hope Marianela is watching me because I talk about her all the time, as she knows. So Marianela was tall. Marianela had the physique of the runner. You need a runner tall, those legs, long legs, beautiful, and they move like a gazelle, like una gazela, gazelle. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how you say it in English, but beautiful. But what was the problem? Marianela had the genetics. Beautiful, beautiful, okay? But what was the problem with Marianela? Marianela didn't show up to training. My teacher, the coach, the track and field coach, a Professor Benilde, her name was Benilde, will tell me, ask me, Josefina, please get in touch with Marianela. Tell her that we have practice tomorrow. We have practice. Marianela missed a lot of the practice. Although she had the physique of beating everyone, she didn't show to practice. But I did. So what happened? Guess what happened? During competition, I will beat her. Did I beat her because I have better genetics? No, she had better genetics than me. The only reason I beat her was because she didn't come to the workouts. So when people tell me about genetic, I had a beautiful experience with Marianela and I. You can have the best genetic in the world, but if you don't appreciate it, and if you don't train it, and if you don't use it, it doesn't matter. So people are thinking that because I look this way today at 77 years old because of genetic, has nothing to do with my genetic. You know what has to do? My lifestyle. Get it in your head. Stop looking for excuses not to excel. Remember, life is a process. Purpose is divine. My purpose is divine. So, has nothing to do with genetics. So let's go back here. Resistance can provide. Oh, okay. Okay, let's do one more or two more. Two more, so we finish. Resistance training, we were talking about that resistance training can help your mood. When you train, you feel happy, you feel excited. We can talk all day long about all the benefits about resistance training and your mood, how you feel. And another one is resistance training can improve cognitive function, cognitive power. This is what I talk about in my book number 2. In my book number 2, that's why you have to have all the 5 books. Because in book number 2, I talk about cognitive power. You have to see, it's not about just gym time. It's about everything. You just know your body, your mind, your spirit, your emotion. It's a whole package. It's a whole package. So your cognitive power is important to avoid all this stuff in your head, mental illness, the cognitive, Alzheimer's, and dementia, all that stuff. We can prevent that by training the brain. And this is what I talk about in my book, cognitive power. And the cognitive power, we cultivate that, we train that by continuously learn. We as a remember that what is the saying? What is the word? I like learning new words, and this is part of the cognitive power. Adage or the saying that an old dog doesn't learn new tricks. False. That is false. Because as adults, and this is I'm a doctor in this area, as adults, we continue to train to our brain changes into plasticity. There is something as we age, is something in the brain called plasticity, in which we are able to learn. And we learn differently. Number one, in general, there are different learning styles. Okay, there's about 5 or 6 different learning styles. But as adults, the way we learn is through the function of plasticity in our brain, and we select the way we learn. When we are learning as adults, we look for things that are practical. When we are younger, we learn by memorizing. We learn, we memorize. I remember I just talked about the locomotion in college when I remember because I memorized that knowledge. But as an adult, when we go to learn something new, we see what's in it for me, what are the benefits of this. We are more practical. Big difference as we get older than we are in our 20s. So book number 2 talk about cognitive power and why it's so important to continue the process of learning. Because it's not that you get old, it's you stop learning and your mind gets old. It's like your muscle. You lose your muscle, the organ of longevity, you're done. Okay. Yep. Lifting weights promotes a healthy brain. Lifting weights promotes a healthy brain. Training or lifting weight can improve cognitive function and quality of life in everybody. Resistance training can improve the quality of life in everyone. Another one is, and this is I live this every day. Resistance training can protect you against injuries. Yes. Praise the Lord. Thank you, baby Jesus. I don't get injuries. Okay? Why? Because number one, I'm 100% on my muscle, into my muscle. I'm into me. When I'm at the gym, I'm into me. I'm not with a selfie, taking selfie of my ass. I'm into my muscle, paying attention that I don't pull a fiber, paying attention that if the movement was too strong, too whatever for the muscle, and the muscle is giving me a sign. The reason you get injuries is because you're not paying attention. Because if you feel you're doing a pull down and you feel that your muscle didn't like it or you feel something strange, you stop. But if you're not paying attention, you continue, boom, and you have an injury that you have to take a break for 6 weeks. I don't want a break for 6 weeks. That's why I prevent injuries. I don't want a break. I don't have time for breaks. So another reason why, for me, I don't get injuries is because I do yoga every single day. And some people, oh, yoga. I don't care what your opinion is about yoga. The only thing I can say, I practice yoga every single day. I keep my muscles, my joints, and my ligaments powerful and strong. So that prevents me from getting injuries. Okay. So if you're getting injuries, you have to look at what you are doing. And the last one that we're going to talk about, and then I take questions. Persistent training can improve the quality of life. Persistent training can improve the quality of your life. You want a better life? Stop complaining, stop condemning, and stop criticizing, and start going to the gym and working in the organ that is responsible for your longevity, which are your muscle. Your muscle is your organ of longevity. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to take your questions. I'm going to answer a few questions, and I'm going to go. I'm going to wash my face, and I'm going to get ready for bedtime. Because another part of this amazing way of life is rest. You have to rest. Okay? You have to have good 8 hours or 6 hours, 7 hours, whatever it is for you. Everybody is different. How do you cope with muscle soreness? Very easily. The question is, okay, how do you match sore muscles? You can do many. Okay, so your muscles sore because of the training. You can take watermelon. The use of watermelon is awesome. Anti-inflammatory, like watermelon, like cranberry, like pineapple. If you're into I'm into healthy things, I mean natural things. I don't take pills. Okay. So if you to ask me about muscle soreness, what is the first thing pop in my head? Watermelon, pineapple juice, cherries, blueberries, strawberry, all these antioxidants that will help your muscle. It's going to be against muscle inflammation. Okay. And your muscle will recuperate very quickly. Okay. So your and remember, you're talking about soreness in your muscle because of training. That's the way I do it. Another way, you don't want to take anything like that, then you have to recognize the following: that the muscle hurts because you're breaking it down. So the muscle is rebuilding. So that's growing pain. So I like that pain. So because it's growing pain, I know the first day hurts, the second day is worse, but the third day is gone. That in my case, the first day is that. The second day is worse. The third day is gone. I can take it because you know what? What I keep reminding myself, this is a good pain. I call it good pain. It's a good soreness. Okay. Any advice for menopause? Yes, menopause, absolutely. Go here in my YouTube channel, check the videos that I have, many videos that I talk about menopause. And the first thing that you need to do for menopause to diminish your symptoms is your lifestyle. Just clean it up, okay? Lifestyle, good nutrition, no junk, no processed food, no packaged food, no additive, preservative, all that. Clean, make it clean, as clean as you can get it. Number two, exercise every single day. Exercise every single day. Even when you don't feel like you don't want to, just do it. Walk. I'm talking about exercise, and you start walking, and then you start doing resistant weight training. Then rest. Also, of course, the rest is important. And then also has developed some, let me calm down. I get excited about this. Develop some techniques in how to manage stress. Stress is a killer, and it makes your symptoms of anything worse. So you have some stress management like meditation, yoga, Pilates, walking, contemplation, reflection of nature, your nutrition clean, 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 exercise. If you do all those 6, 7 things, and you still have this thing that you can cope with it, you go to a good doctor who can give you a good blood test. One of those doctors that are very progressive in the sense of advanced medicine, like alternative medicine, that they knew other techniques, other things that you can do, and they can do a good blood test and see what levels, what is your hormones, and then you can choose. A good doctor will provide for you. You have different choices. You can do this, you can do that, and then no bio identical hormones you want it. So, but the first thing, if you have menopause issues, first thing, clean up your lifestyle. And when it's all clean, beautiful for 3 months, 4 months, and it doesn't improve, go to a good doctor and tell the doctor, this is what I did. I don't do this. I clean, blah blah. I exercise every day. I don't eat junk. I don't eat processed food. I don't have additive, preservative, nothing like that. And then you can. And another way to deal with menopause is remembering this. Menopause is not a medical issue. Menopause is a process of your life. It's a life process. It's a stage. And remember, at least I'm going to speak for myself. My grandmother, my mother, my aunts, aunts for years. They lasted 100 years, 200. I mean, not 200, 102 years. They died over 90, 100. All the women in my life, in my family. But I never, ever, ever, ever heard them complaining about menopause. Never. But you know why? When I look, the way of life. Do you think the people in the blue zones, the women in the blue zone, they complain about menopause? Absolutely not. The spiritual part of it. Also, the connection with God. That's one of the things people in the blue zone they do. They have a connection with the divine, with the divinity. So you have to put it in perspective, because sometimes it's a mental thing, because society had made us believe that menopause is a medical issue. For some people, yes. Maybe for some people, for the majority of healthy people, healthy women, no, it's a way of life. It's your lifestyle. If you contaminate in your body, if you put in junk in your body, your hormones are gonna collapse. You're manipulating your hormones by all the junk that you're putting inside your body. And then, of course, you're gonna have symptoms. Might not be even symptoms because of menopause. Might be symptom because of the abuse that we do. How? Do you have any eating plan, or do you have any eating plan or a list of food that? Yeah, I put it every day, every time in my here in my YouTube channel. Look at the food that I have in videos. I have hundreds and hundreds of video cooking. Look at my YouTube channel. It doesn't change. It my I No, yeah, look at my YouTube channel. I have all the foods there, cooking segments in the YouTube channel that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and my books. And in my book number 2, specifically, in all the books, I talk about food. But in this one, people mention a lot to me, oh my God, I love what you did say about food in book number 2. So get book number 2, get the 5 books, but especially number 2. Sorry, I can't see the bases of top of your cabinet, the blue ones. What about that? Okay. Sorry, can I see the bases on the top of your cabinet? The bases on the top. Oh, there. Okay, I show it to you. I don't want to move it, because then I will move the whole set. Okay. Are you a personal trainer? Yes, I'm a personal trainer online. I have coaching online. You go into my website, you can see I have a package of 6 weeks, and I have a package of 1 hour. Sugar craving, how to stop sugar craving. How to stop sugar craving? I don't know. Well, when you crave something, it's because you lack something. Thank you for the heart. Oh, yes, this color. Thank you so much. Orange. Pamela. Oh, gracias, Pamela. Thank you for the heart. I love it. Okay, let's see here and see, I don't see any questions on YouTube. And I mean, not in YouTube. I once I went plant-based, my menopause symptoms disappeared. Okay, so G girl says once I went plant-based, my menopause symptoms disappeared. See, do you have an eating plan or a list of, yeah, in my book number 2, how you, hi, you are an inspiration. I agree with you that jealous people will say it is you lucky. Yes, it's hard work. It's hard work, mental power, determination. I just need to stop the sugar. No easy. Well, it is easy. It is easy. If you select, it is easy. I don't know when you talk about sugar, I don't know what you because you're talking in general. When you say I can't stop eating sugar, I mean you eat sugar all day, you eat candy all day. I doubt it. So you need to I think sometimes you need to be more specific. Okay, so what is it? You eat a donut? I used to eat 2 3 donuts after one, and that was ridiculous. So and what's that? You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, what are we doing? I don't know. You have to be more specific about. Oh, I eat too much sugar. A cup eating candy. Well, you eat your good food first. You're probably not eating right because if you eat right, this is my experience. If you have the food that you're supposed to have, like in my day, I have my meals. I have my meals planned from the time I get up in the morning until tea time. Okay, this is my last meal. So, uh, so se me olvidó. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, creatina. Josefina, yo no tomo creatina. A, a mí me inflamó el estómago. I don't take any supplement. Yo no tomo creatina, yo no tomo nada porque no me cayó bien. A mí los suplementos no me inflaman el estómago, me duele el estómago. I don't care. I don't like it. They don't agree with me. Coffee addiction. Woo! What do you call? I drink coffee every single day. Okay, I don't I stop my coffee after probably 10 o'clock. I have like 4 cup of coffee a day. Addiction. I don't know if it is an addiction. I don't know. When you guys talk about addiction, you need to go to talk to somebody because I'm not really into the business of dealing with addictions and sugar because if you have a candy, you eating too many donuts or I eating too many candies like I used to have to I didn't have one candy. I had 4 5 6 candy until I decided I was going to stop, and it took me time to stop eating candy. Then you have to find a reason for me to stop eating candy. I have to find a reason to stop. And the reason for me to stop was when I started bodybuilding. When you find something that inspires you, that is more important to you than a piece of candy or a cup of coffee, then you stop because that other thing becomes more important to you. So you want to change bad habits, substitute them with great habits. Okay? You have to have a reason. The reason I stopped eating junk, eating donuts, eating candy. When I came to this country, I put in like at about 50 pounds. It took me like 10 years to get rid of that junk. Why? Because I started eating junk. And the way I stopped that when I found a reason to stop it. No, every human beings, for us to change, we have to have an incentive, a reason to change. So why do I don't eat junk anymore? Why I don't have cheat meals? Why I don't have candy anymore? Why I don't have cookies anymore? Because my bodybuilding, my muscle, my health is more important to me. So you have to find something that is more important to you than sugar, candy, or coffee, and you will change. That simple. Pow! Okay, I went, okay, so que toma, se tomo té. Every afternoon I take tea. I drink tea every day, every afternoon. I would love to be friends with you and do a motivational live session with you on Instagram. Motivator Care, hola, hi. Max, perlas de sabiduría. Perlas de sabiduría, Max. Hola, Max, I love you. ¿El café es malo? Oh, no, el café no, el café no es malo. El café es el mejor antioxidante. Miren las personas de las zonas azules que viven, las personas que han vivido más de 100 años, toman café. El café es uno de los mejores antioxidantes. Yo no sé quién salió con esa ¿qué influencer sale con eso? Que la banana es malo, que el café es malo, que la miel es mala, que todo es malo. Malo es lo que la gente cree. How do you stay positive? How do I stay positive? I love my life. You want to, why do I, like the question here is, how do I stay positive? When you love your life, when you live your life the way you're supposed to do it, when you do in life the way things that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. Why do I stay positive? Let me give you a synthesis of that. When I was a student, I was excellent. As a daughter, I was excellent. As a wife, excellent. As a mother, excellent. As a student, excellent. In my jobs, excellent. In my house, excellent. So when you do your things in life, in every stage, in every season, 100%, and you aim to excellence, you're a happy person. And when you reach the point where I'm at right now, in which my only job is to be me, to be the best version of me, how can I not be happy? I don't have a reason to be miserable. I don't have a reason to be complaining, condemning, and criticizing. I don't have reason to do that. Why? Because life has been to me amazing. I had an amazing life, beautiful life. But you know, life is all about what you put out. If you put out negativity, life is going to give you back negativity. If you are constantly complaining, life is going to give back to you complaining. Things that you can complain. So that's how I stay positive. Every day to me is an opportunity. Every day is filled or full of new possibilities. What tea do I drink? This one I don't know because I take them out of the box, but I get it in any tea that you like in Amazon. I buy in Amazon. I think I might have it in my website. If you go to my website, my favorite products, my website is drjosefina.com. drjosefina.com. Go to the website. I think it's in my website. And you look into my favorite products, it might be there. So that tea, because it's just like I buy it in Amazon. And the thing that I use from Amazon, I have it in my website. I can do everything in Christ who strength. Absolutely. And that's another thing. When you have a spiritual, thank you, Lily. Lily said, I can do all things with Christ that strengthen me. That's another thing. That has been my light. Remember the words, your word is a light to my feet and a lamp to my path. So the word of God has always been my guidance. I've always been connected with that energy. And when you connected with God, when you connected with high power, when you connected with divinity, when you connected with that, you cannot be but just positive and hopeful. And you have faith and you trust God. You trust you remember I said in a few minutes ago, life is a process, but but your destiny is divine. Life is a process, but your purpose is divine. You have a divine purpose. And that's what I talk about in my book number 5. Vibrant destiny, divine destiny. Tomo leche, yes. Yo tomo leche de verdad. Yo no tomo que leche descremada, yo no creo en eso. Porque eso es lo que hace poner a la gente gorda porque le quitan el alimento, la grasa que es buena de la leche. Increíble, la estupidez, ¿no? I love you so much, Lily. I love you too, Lily. Thank you so much. I love you too. Yeah, somebody asked me if I drink milk. Absolutely, and I eat, drink. No, I mean I don't drink a glass of milk every day. I drink a little milk, like this much. If I have a hard time falling asleep or I'm too excited because whatever reason I'm excited, I'm always excited. So a little milk with hot milk with a little bit of honey. Oh, it knocks me out. But I do not take like hot. Uh, what is it called? I don't even know. Like milk with, like the milk that they take the fat off. Light milk, like that's junk milk. Phoenix, Mariana, hola mi cielo, how are you? Mañana es en español, okay? I want to be like you. Me too, I want to be like me. Being like me is not easy, okay? Being like me is not easy. Let me see, we have more comments here on Instagram. Oh, okay. It's time. So any other no easy but worth it. Oh, absolutely. I won't change it for anything. It's not easy, but I won't change it. No, I cannot see me being something else but me. ah, do you watch any television? Absolutely no. I don't watch. The question is, do you watch any television? The answer is absolutely not, because that's the box of horror, the scary box. No, absolutely not. I don't need anybody to tell me how to think. If I want to see something, I watch it directly for the person. If I'm interested in a point of view, I go to that point. If I'm interested about what God thinks, I go to the Bible. If I want to know about Abraham Maslow, I go to Abraham Maslow's books. Okay, so I don't go to places like TV, which TV is to tell you how to think, tell you a vision. Television, no, I don't watch TV. And now it's worse than ever. Absolutely not. No, it's you want to get depressed. You want to think the world is ending. Do you know? I have a doctor that is a friend of mine. You know what he told me? He told me that he was recently, he's saying his patients coming with more depression and sad. And you know what he told me? The prescription he gave his clients to stop watching TV and come back in 3 months. 3 months later, when they came back for the follow up, the depression was gone. Bad stuff. So you want to be healthy, limit your TV, limit what you watch, limit what you hear, limit your choices, because if it isn't, I stopped. Let me tell you a vignette how I stopped watching TV. That was years ago. I was in Massachusetts. I moved to Florida in late 80s. By about late 80s, that's when I moved to Florida, like 88, 89. I'm talking about in Massachusetts. I was in Massachusetts from 1973 to late 80s. 17 years. I was something like that. So the TV is on in my house. And the guy comes in saying, oh, coming up. Don't turn the channel or don't change the channel. Coming up, something that is gonna make you very mad. When I heard that, I said, what? You want me to not to turn my TV off, to wait for you, because what you're gonna tell me is gonna make me mad, you out of your mind. Wow! Wow! I turned the TV off since then. Uh-huh. It doesn't make sense. My cardiologist said no TV. He put that in my. Oh, Cynthia, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't watch TV. Select what you want to watch. You know, you watch something that encourages you, something that makes you feel good, something that uplifts your spirit. Why would you watch something that is gonna depress you, make you depressed? And that's exactly what they want. That's exactly what they want. For people to be down and depressed. I look at when the weather is the weather, the, this whatever, and I look out and I look at the weather is beautiful. And my family called me, oh my God, what's going on in Florida? I said, what? What's going on in Florida? Nothing. Ah, I said, the end is ending. I show them the weather. Yeah. Yes, they did. Yes, absolutely. You're right. My anxiety has been at its highest, and my doctor said, no TV. The doctors are getting smart. I like that. I like those doctors. I like proactive doctors. I like doctors that don't tell you, oh, you're just crazy. It's all in your mind. I like doctors that I can see. Absolutely. No veo desde hace 2 años. Dina, perfecto. Sorry, I love movies now. Yeah, look, movies. When you watch movies, you know what? You watch movies. I mean, I love The Godfather. I like good movies. I like movies that have some sense of value, some good stuff. You know, there is few movies that are beautiful. You know, you like it, yes, but you select, you do it consciously. But when you put a TV on at 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's how you start your day with a box of terror, horror, telling you that the world is ending. Everybody came. That makes that I know when I'm walking in the morning at 4:30 in the morning, I leave my house and I start my meditation walk, talking to God, listening to God. And I walk in my neighborhood and people have the TV on at 4:30 in the morning. And one particular station that is like, no way, Jose. I won't say anything because I don't want them to, whatever. Yeah, you can watch movie. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you like movies, you want to watch your movie with your family, that's a different thing. But when you put the TV on for these people to get you depressed, to insult your intelligence, because that's another thing. You know, that when people come like experts to tell you, you watch something or you're watching something and they stop the whatever something you're watching to tell you what that person is saying, that insults me. Not too many things can insult me, but that bothers me. You know why? Because I'm intelligent enough to listen to what that person say and make my own conclusion, have my own discernment and what that person is saying, and my own interpretation has as much value as yours. So because you are on TV being playing expert and your voice sound like you were raised with Twinkies, you're not convincing me. Okay? Wow. Okay, it's time to go. It's time to take the shot. You got a picture? You got a pose? You got to push it now? You got me now? I love you. Okay. The box of terror best description of TV. Absolutely. Yes. It is terror. Gracias, preciosa. Meg, text girl. ¿Cómo tu, cómo tu gris me hace wonderful sun? Ah, gracias. Esa. TV is toxic, totally. I agree. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. Years ago, I hear a woman that's in a TV show. I was also when I was in Massachusetts. And another thing that turned me off on TV was that she said to the other co-host, well, the reason we are here is to tell people how to think. You know, those little things got in my head. It started me thinking, you know, when somebody, a co-host in TV, said that the reason they're doing this is to to teach people how to think. That's how stupid they think we are. They really think we are stupid, and that's why we have to stop watching them. That's why I don't watch it. I don't give them one little bit of rating. Uplifting content. You know, uplifting content, well, good movies. Oh, Queen. Oh my God. Lily, I love that crown. That crowns belong to me. Lily just sent me a crown and TikTok. I love that crown. I like shining. Oh no, I don't have cable. I know. You know what? Before I go here, the content, save money, cable. Yeah, I don't have cable. It's like $200 saved. And I don't miss it. You got a good content. Go on YouTube. YouTube, you can subscribe to good people in YouTube. There's great things in YouTube. They have movies on YouTube. Netflix, you know, movies that you like, or you know, it depends what you like. You know, like I like movies like uplifting, and I'm not a movie person per se, but a few movies that are. I love the content, the movie of the Godfather. I love the story of the Italian family. People, how could the mafia? Besides that, it's the loyalty, it's the family, the beautiful thing about the family, the love for the family, the struggle coming into USA, the beauty, you know, the beauty the movie is amazing. It's an art. I mean, that's probably one of my favorite movies. Another movie is Gattaca. I don't know if you ever seen Gattaca. Check Gattaca because it's about the future. And I watched that movie Gattaca probably about 40 years ago, 30 years ago in Massachusetts. That's a movie that stays in my head. Gattaca. Oh my God, Splendor in the Grass. Oh my God, Natalie Cole, Splendor in the Grass. Oh my God. There's few movies, old movies. That's good stuff because I like things that Splendor in the Grass. Who saw Splendor in the Grass with Natalie Wood, in which it's a love story, and it's so beautiful because you know he at the end he marries this other woman, and then she comes back and wants to see him, her old love boyfriend. She wants to see him. She goes to see him, and he's in doing his life in the farm with his wife, pregnant with another baby, and one baby crawling. And then there's Natalie, beautiful, gorgeous, and she looked and said the life that she could have in comparison with the life she has. It's just beautiful. Splendor in the Grass. Josefina, cásate conmigo. ¿Cuándo? No, that movie. Splendor in the Grass. Yes. Save your money. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I love you too. Yes. So it's good. You know, choose movies that you like based on your taste. I don't like movies about blowing up and fighting and destruction and yeah. I don't like that. That doesn't turn me on. Give me a nice movie like Splendor in the Grass. What is another movie? Casablanca. I didn't get it too much into Casablanca, but I think it's a good movie. Um, anyway, so Mr. Lom said, Josefina, cállate conmigo. Splendor in the Grass. I don't watch fake news neither. Carolina. Some of them, the two of us. Okay, I stand to go. You guys, well, we're gonna. Oh my God, we've been here in YouTube for an hour and a half, an hour and 9 minutes. So we're gonna finish here on YouTube. Remember, my friends on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can watch this video anytime you want. In this video, we talk about resistance training is essential for everyone. And then we got into a little chat talking about everything else. from movies to fake news, from TV to saving money, not having cable, saving about $200 in cable. It's beautiful not to have a cable bill because, right? Imagine that you were paying for suffering. You were paying to suffer. Thank you so much, Josefina. Lily, gracias, Lily, mi cielo. I love you. And I see you in 2 weeks. Every other Monday, we have our beautiful, beautiful chat. Tomorrow, I will do Spanish. God willing. I say, Pau, you say, wow. Stay tuned because I'm planning on competing within about 4 to 5 weeks. Pau, I love you. Bye, YouTube. We are finishing here. Awesome.